A very good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to this lecture series on occasion of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav. As you all know that we are celebrating the 75th independence of India, and on this occasion, we are going to organize a series of programs, and in that series only we are going to have a very informative lecture by an eminent scientist, an eminent personality of this country, Professor Premjit Singh. Before starting this lecture, I would like to give a brief introduction of the honorable guest, or speaker. Professor Premjit Singh has of repute as Director Extension, Research and Academics. He worked as a research coordinator, oilseed crops in Central Agriculture University, Imphal for more than a decade. He assumed the position of Vice-Chancellor of Central Agriculture University, Imphal in the year 2015. He has more than 100 research papers, several books, technical bullets. He largely contributed in the demonstration of zero-tillage cultivation of rapeseed mustard in rice fallow with bee pollination and non-chemical method of plant protection. He also successfully demonstrated location-specific integrated pest management in rice, water harvesting structure with micro irrigation facility, model fruit village, and also imparted number of trainings to the youths for quality seed production of rice and oilseed. And he has also contributed in generating lots of employment for the youths. He has exemplary contribution for the resource poor farmers of Northeast region. As a Vice Chancellor, he has established 6 new colleges, 6 multi-technology testing center, and 6 vocational training center for human resource development. He also brought many research projects, extension projects, and 3 KVKs for enhancing socio-economic status and livelihood security of poor farmers of Northeast region. Sir has received many awards and honors, and few of them are like Young Scientist Award of DST, Mahindra Samriddhi India Agriculture National Award in 2017, ABP National Education Award, NEST Founder Honorary Fellow, Lifetime Achievement Award of SEE Agra, FICCI Higher Education Excellence Award in 2018, Honorary Fellowship conferred by Zoological Society of India, BioVed Honorary Fellowship, and many other awards and honors are there in his credit. Dr. Singh is also a member of 17 different professional academic bodies and Vice President of Entomological Society of India, New Delhi. Today we are fortunate to have Sir on this online lecture series. And before starting, I would like to request Director DCFR to welcome Sir for this webinar.
Thank you, Dr. Ali. Thank you. Good afternoon to everybody. Most respected Professor M. Premjit Singh, former Vice Chancellor, Central Agriculture University, and today's chief guest, who is going to deliver the lecture on a very important topic, that is doubling farmers' income. What should be the strategy and what are the technological options? The directors of ICR institutes, principal scientists from ICR Institute, from DCFR, other scientist colleagues from DCFR and other institutions of the ICR, JRF, SRF, project staff, ladies and gentlemen. As it is already told by Dr. Ali, that this is a part celebration of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, the Government of India has declared to celebrate 1 year program to commemorate the 75th Independence Day of the country. So it's a matter of great pride for all of us to be witnessing this 75th year of independence of the country. And as part of this, ICR has also decided to organize every week some or other program. And as far as DCFR is concerned, this is the first program in that series which we are organizing. And there could not have been a better person to start with the program than Professor M. Premjit Singh, who is having farmers very close to his heart, and especially the farmers of the hill regions, where he has spent whole of his life looking into the income improvement of the farmers, how to improve the livelihood and socioeconomic condition of the farmers. So that is why we thought that he will be the most suitable person to give a talk about the doubling farmers' income of the hill regions. And the farmers of resource poor of this part of the country, where we need a lot of integration, where we need the persons who can really understand the nitty-gritty and the socioeconomic conditions of the farmer, different and difficult terrains which are existing, what are the possibilities, what are the scopes, which will be very location specific. So that is why we thought we will start with Sir. And I would like to tell all the audience that I got the opportunity to work under his dynamic leadership for more than 5 years. And it was really encouraging because he allows the scientists, faculty members, other staff members to do worthwhile for the growth and development of the farmers. And he has led from the front, as it is crystal clear and visible from his brief biodata, which was read by Dr. Ali, wherein within such a short period, he has established 6 multi-technology testing centers, 6 vocational training centers, 3 Krishi Vigyan Kendras, and he has been traveling a lot. And that travel had not been only through Northeast India, because it is those who have seen the Northeast India, they can understand how difficult it is to move from one place to another place. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of pain, it takes a lot of wear and tear to the body. And as Vice-Chancellor, he has been always traveling and interacting with the farmers of different locations, maybe Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, maybe Tripura, of course Manipur, Nagaland, and so on. And at the same time, he has to travel invariably to Delhi also. So he has been taking a lot of interest for the development of the farmers, and during his regime, a lot of improvement has also happened. So we thought that Sir will be the most right person to deliver this lecture, and we all are really lucky, Sir. I would like to welcome you on behalf of DCFR, all the scientists of ICR, and on behalf of myself. And I will not take much of the time because my talking doesn't matter much. I request straightway to our honorable guest, that is Professor M. Premjit Singh, Sir, to deliver his lecture. Thank you very much, Sir.
Thank you. It is audible. Can
Yes,
you
sir.
hear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Pandeyji, and all the scientists of that is ICR, Directorate of Cold Water Fisheries Research, Imphal, our esteemed that is Director, Dr. Pramod Kumar Pandeyji, and my good friend, that is Dr. Atar Singh, our respected Director of ICR Atari Kanpur, all the directors of ICR institutes who are participating in today's webinar, that is scientists, the eminent scientists of the directorate, the research scholars, participants, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to learn that this directorate, under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Pandey is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav to commemorate the 75 years of India's independence. And I get the opportunity to interact with all the scientists of this directorate and other participants, and to interact with particularly the fisheries scientists from this directorate. But it is not indirectly, not much related with this talk, but it is indirectly related because in my, that is 35 years experience in the university, ultimately I realized that I belong to the agriculture faculty. I realized that agriculture cannot run alone without the profitable enterprise. And I realized that the fisheries is the most profitable enterprise. And here actually, I like to focus in this, my lecture, how this profitable enterprise fisheries can be integrated with other, what to say, enterprise, maybe planting of, that is growing of cereals, oilseeds, and pulses are not so much profitable as fisheries. So since the government of India has already directed, already focused to enhance the income of farmers, that is double by 2022, that is next year, it is very near. And without fisheries and animal husbandry, in my opinion, we cannot achieve the goal. So because before starting my PowerPoint presentation, because I like to highlight something about this Uttarakhand, because I may be correct or may not be correct. So there are about 20 agroecological zones in the country and 60 agroecological sub-regions in the country. Particularly the hill zone, including the northeastern region, then the eastern Himalayas, then western Himalayas, then even the Uttarakhand, it is suffering due to lack of infrastructure and the irrigation facilities. Average monthly income per agriculture household for the agriculture year, July 2012 to 2013, in India, it was estimated as rupees 6,426. The maximum, that is average monthly income, it was reported from Punjab, which is rupees 18,059, and the minimum was in Bihar, only 3,558. In the context of Uttarakhand, the average monthly income for agricultural household is also not so high. It is reported as 4,701. Now, it is we scientists, all the policymakers, all the, what to say, NGOs and everything involved in this agriculture and allied activities, it is our responsibility to bring from this, that is 4,701 to, that is more than 9,400. So that is why, because before coming to my talk, because my talk is related to the hills, particularly in the northeastern hill region. So here income enhancement can be achieved through increasing productivity and thereby marketable surplus. The second option is income can also go up if the pricing formula suggested by the NCF, namely C2 plus 50, is adopted. Further, income depends on the quality of the food material, attention paid to the avoid losses at the time of production as well as post-harvest losses. And ultimately, in order to save, we have to give more emphasis on processing and value addition. So as far as I know, there are 13 districts in Uttarakhand, And for doubling farmers' income, of this Uttarakhand, particularly the Nainital district under which the Bhimtal, Haldwani, and that is other places, it is included, for example, Ramnagar. So by the scientists, the policymakers, in the doubling farmers' income, there are 10 strategies it was recommended for this Uttarakhand. And the first one is the productivity enhancement. The second one is livestock, goatry, poultry, and the fisheries. Then the third one, that is the most important in the present scenario, is the integrated farming system. Then here in this context, since because the Uttarakhand is very famous for cold water fisheries, that hill aquaculture, it is the need of the hour. So for how long we can depend on the ponds which are existing or the water bodies existing in the plain area? It is high time, geographically, the hill places are more. Even my own state in Manipur, 90% is in the hills, only 10% in the valley. So now we have to give more emphasis, more attention to hill area agriculture. So here in this context, particularly this directorate is having a significant role for doubling farmers' income by integrating these cold water fisheries in integrated farming system. Then number 4 is the reducing post-harvest losses and the value addition. Then number 5 is development of wasteland and the wastewater. So it is the need of the hour. So for how long? Because the land is limited for agriculture. On the other hand, the water body is also limited. So that is why we have to, that is, search the alternative. We have to develop wasteland as well as wastewater areas. Then reduced cultivation cost of farm income, enabling policies. Number 9 is marketing and value addition. And the last point is actually, particularly in the tribal farmers, particularly the hill farmers, because the connectivity very poor. We cannot reach to the farmers, needy farmers, the end users, how we can reach to these unreached area. The only option lies to online management and ultimately the need of the hour is to get more profit, is value addition. And some of the parameters related to fisheries and aquaculture in the context of Uttarakhand, because I am not the right person to say, because my comment, because I am not from fishery side. But in my opinion, that is the point is strengthening of traditional water bodies and rivulets in that particular district, Nainital, as well as Uttarakhand, and with Mashir and the karst at Bhimtal. That is why, because it is also, it is my view, and then creation of additional water storage in valley and the low hills for lean season, promotion of rainwater harvesting, and creation of trenches for high percolation of water and the valley area in Bhimtal, Haldwani, and the Ramnagar block. Then promotion of soil amendment in reclamation of problematic and degraded soil, particularly in Bhimtal and other belts, not only for agriculture, for fisheries and aquaculture. So now I will come directly to my talk, that is the doubling of farmers' income in the hill region and what are the technological options. Because I cannot narrate all the technologies. I have selected only 10, technological options in which I was involved personally as Director of Extension Education. I was Director of Extension Education for 8 years in this university before Vice-Chancellorship. So my team, along with all the support of the deans and the scientists, we showcased these success stories of these technologies in the farmers field. And I will restrict only to those 10 technologies, even though there are many technologies. So my topic is strategies for doubling farmers' income in the hill region, technological options. Next, please. Next slide, please. So the sources for doubling of income. The first source is technology and cropping system related, under which total factor productivity, reducing yield gaps, then through diversification, then gains from irrigation. That is source. Number second one is the post-harvest management and the value addition. It is the need of the hour. Without post-harvest technology and the value addition, the farmers, they cannot earn more. That is why the new, strategy is actually this post-harvest technology and value addition, it should be available at farmers' door so that the farmers, they can produce, particularly in the northeastern region, organically produced items. It can be processed and they can sell directly to the market so that actually the profit, how the profit goes to the middleman and it will remain to the pocket of the farmers. So that is why reducing post-harvest losses, encouraging value addition and the processing, then marketing and the price related, improving price realization to the farmers, reducing price volatility. Then the third one is gains through trade. Then the fourth one is enhancing non-farm income. Next, please. So if we say the income, so per household for the average annual income is 77,112. So here actually from this figure, 48% it is cultivation. Then 12% farming of animals, including fisheries, livestock. Then non-farm business is 8% only, wages 32%. Now actually here, farming of livestock and fisheries, the component, it is only 12%. If we can make double the farmer's income, we have to increase this percentage. As I told earlier, because agriculture, particularly the cultivation of cereals, oilseed, pulses, it is not profitable. The profitable is fisheries and animal husbandry and horticulture. And this component 12%, it should be increased. And by increasing this percent, we can, if we can integrate with cultivation of crops, then we can attain the the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister, that is the doubling of farmers' income by 2022. Next, please. The average monthly income, because I have given for northeastern region only 2012 to June 2013. So here actually, all India is 6,426 per month. Here actually the highest in the northeastern region, it is Meghalaya, 11,792, followed by Arunachal Pradesh. I don't know how this remote part of the country, how this income is high, because when I see the report for Uttarakhand, it is only 4,701 only. And here in this remote area, it is rating more than 10,000. So because I analyze it, but I realized that northeastern region, even though the land holding of the farmers of the northeastern region are very small, it is less than 1 hectare, and the land tenure system is also different. That is sometimes the land belongs to the village chiefs, and our farmers are very poor. But the good thing in the northeastern region is our ancestors, our forefathers taught us integrated farming system. And our ancestors, our forefathers, they recommend us, that is in your vicinity, in your area, you dig 1 pond, put some fisheries, then then you grow vegetables organically, you do backyard poultry, then beekeeping, sometimes sericulture in the hill tribal areas, piggery, dairy, like that, because when the crop is totally fell due to what to say, flood, drought, or outbreak of pests and diseases, then the farmers of the northeastern region, particularly in the hill region, I should say, that is, they recoup from other enterprises. That is why we never heard about the farmer suicide in the northeastern region. Farmer suicide, we only see and we only learn from the newspaper in the big states, and where the farmers' land holding is more than 5 hectares, 10 hectares. They took loan from the bank. When there is crop failure due to the natural calamity, they cannot repay to the bank. That is why ultimately the farmers suicide. But there is not a single case in the northeastern region. So there may be the reason, because maybe due to this integrated farming system, the farmers, or another thing is the price index in the northeastern region. It may be the reason why the farmers' income is slightly higher as compared to other states. Next, please. Then my first strategy, I always talk about rainwater harvesting and micro irrigation. Without water, without irrigation, the farmers, they cannot do. In the whole northeastern region, suppose if you might have visited the northeastern region, only monocropping with rice. During the rainy season, that is the Kharif season, rice after rice, all the fields are fallow, just like barren lands. This is not the fault of the farmers. Except Assam, most of the states, 7 states, they don't have the irrigation facilities. The government is trying to give irrigation to the farmers, but still it will take its own time. But we farmers, we cannot wait the government initiative. So we have to dig our ponds. That is why I put this strategy number 1, rainwater harvesting and micro irrigation, particularly in the dry season, in the winter season, and the construction of water harvesting ponds in clustered area and efficient of harvested water through micro irrigation on custom hiring basis. Why I'm telling this custom hiring basis? Because the farmers are very poor. They cannot own or they cannot purchase the micro irrigation facilities. So the KVKs, even the universities, ICR institutes, then even the, Department of Agriculture, they should provide these micro irrigation facilities to the farmers, needy farmers on custom hiring basis. And so that actually we can manage the risk management. Next, please. Next. So I will cite one, because in all my strategy, I will give you the success story. This success story is in Manipur, in Imphal East District, where the Krishi Vigyan Kendra, KVK, is located. And it is the very remote place. The inhabitants are all scheduled caste farmers. And when I was Director Extension Education, we selected one particular area. Next, please. This is water harvesting structures. So we created these 3 water harvesting structures. Total pond area is 0.56 hectare. Volume of water harvested is 14,697, and the irrigable common area is 48 hectares. So I will cite only one example, but our university, Central University, not only this, we constructed many ponds in other districts also, in other campuses also. And sometimes we spend more than 40 lakhs from projects and from some other sources, not in the farmers' field. So here, next, with the introduction of this, because on the left side, because this is the no man's land. So one part is 10 hectares, another part one is north, another one is south, 5 hectares. Total is 15 hectares in this particular locality. And this is no man's land. So we initiated and we negotiated with the farmers, and we constructed this water harvesting pond. And the water is coming continuously even during the up to November, because this is the near the hill. So it is just like watershed type. So we harvested this water in, that is about 14 ponds, step by step in the hills. Next. And here actually earlier, just after rice cultivation, this 15 hectares, it was kept as barren land, is fallow. So after construction of this pond, then we provided on custom hiring basis the micro irrigation facilities. Now the farmers, they have started. Next, please. So this is the impact, because it is about 10 years back when I was Director of Extension Education. The cropping intensity before intervention, it was 110. And in 2000, that is 11. Then it increased to cropping intensity from 110 to even 194, 160, yeah, like that. Then earlier, out of these 15 hectares, during Rabi, the farmers utilized only 1.36 hectares. But after this intervention, out of these 15 hectares, almost 12.5 hectares, they cultivated winter crops. And even not only the Rabi season, during the Kharif season also, during the drought-like situation in Manipur, when the state was declared as drought state in that particular year in 2011-12, particularly then even 12-13 also, drought-like situation, then the farmers collected the harvested water and they grow the paddy crop, that is variety CAUR1, that is the release variety of the Central Agricultural University, and they got the yield that is from 5 tons to ranges from 5.6 tons, whereas actually earlier yield was only 4.1 tons. Almost 1 ton is higher because the water was provided in time. So the average net profit earlier, it was 15,895 because it was 10 years back. Now it is almost increased up to double, and this 15,895, it could be double within 3 years. Next. So you see here, from 15,894, by introduction of this Rabi crops, the farmers, they can get almost double net profit, more than 30,000. So in present situation, this is about 10 years back. The present situation, the farmers, they are getting about 60, 70 for cultivation of Kharif and Rabi crops in this particular field. Next, please. Then the second strategy is production of quality seeds and the planting materials. So still the farmers, they are using the grains, even rice grains stored by them. And the grain is the grains, rice, paddy grains stored by the farmers. It is grain. It is not a seed. It is not for planting, but still the farmers are using. So here, if we say only government, it is not possible for the government to provide all the quality seeds to the farmers. It is our responsibility, that is we farmers, the NGOs. So zone-wise trained farmers may be identified for production of certified seeds and the quality planting materials through PPP mode, which may be procured by the National Seed Corporation and other organizations. So for the last 10 years, the Central Agricultural University is producing these quality seeds of rice and even the oil seeds also. Every year we are producing more than 150 metric tons. And we are providing to the state governments, not only Manipur, even to the Mizoram, neighboring states. Next, please. Next. So this is the success story. Here actually in this seed production program, we used the system of rice intensification, that is SRI. And here, next please, next. So detail of intervention is actually, we need only 6 kg of quality seeds per hectare, because the quality seeds of rice is not available in time to the farmers in the northeastern region. So in order to save, suppose if we recommend for that is conventional, what to say, rice cultivation, we need 60 kg. So almost 10 times less. By that is 6 kg, we can cover, what to say, 1 hectare. And here the yield is also more, and this is, I will not, then here another thing is the last one, the corner weeder. By using the corner weeder, then we never, the farmers, they never use the weedicides, and this corner weeder incorporates the weed inside the soil, and it increases the soil fertility. Next please. So you see, in the northeastern region, the ladies, farm women, they are very active. They are transplanting the 7 days old seedling. Next, the farmers, they use the corner weeder. By using, they are doing weeding by corner weeder. Next, you see the performance of this crop. And CAU-R1, it is highly popular variety in the northeastern region, and sticky rice, because in the northeastern region, the, what to say, the farmers, the consumers, the people, the food habit is totally different. They prefer only the sticky rice. So this is high yielding sticky rice, CAU-R1, and sometimes actually it is giving more than 7-8 tons per hectare. So every year in the, what to say, crop competition, this CAU-R1, it is #1. It is on the top. Next. So this, when I was director extension, we are visiting this field seed production program. Still it is continuing by our scientists. Next. So you see here, because system of rice intensification can give yield up to 7.68 tons per hectare. And it is due to the, because system of rice intensification method increased tillering up to 20 to 25 tillers per plant is compared to normal transplanting, which gave 4 to 5 tillers. And here actually you see the net return from SRI seed production program. The farmers, they are getting net profit of rupees 90,000, more than 90,000. It was long back, about 7-8 years, during that time the cost of rice seed was only rupees 18. Now we are selling, the farmers, they are selling to the university and to the government this quality seeds, this CAU-R1, at the rate of rupees 36 per kg. Now you calculate. That is why from 1 hectare, the farmers, they can earn 1,20,000, 1,30,000. So always we are talking about the doubling of farmers' income. And we are also searching the enterprises for, what to say, those persons who work in other states who has already migrated to our state. So to provide this youth, unemployed youth. So this, what to say, enterprise, there is the seed production, quality seed production, and the quality planting material production. It is the very important enterprise, not only for the farmers. Next, please. Next. Then number 3 is the diversification of rice fallow land through inclusion of oilseeds, pulses, and vegetables. And here we identified some crops: rapeseed mustard, linseed niger, lentil, lightharvest, pea, local beans, vegetables, cabbage, cauliflower, French bean in the rice fallow. Next. Next, please. So I will not explain much, because this zero tillage cultivation of rapeseed mustard with bee pollination and non-chemical method of plant protection, it is very popular throughout the northeastern region. And the Central Agriculture University demonstrated this, what to say, technology in more than 1,000 hectares every year for 6 years. Now still it is also continuing, and for this what to say, farmers friendly and cost effective technology, that is the Mahindra Samriddhi India Agri Award, it was given. So actually this was my work because I was the leader along with my scientists we did. So kindly see this. This is very interesting. Next. Next. So it comprised of, we have to provide 4 bee colonies per hectare, and just you broadcast the seeds 12 hectares per hectare. But nowadays we used zero till seed drill machine. Then we used the liquid biofertilizer. During that time, we used liquid biofertilizer that is only 500 ml. Cost was only 70 rupees. And for 1 hectare, we need only 1 bottle, 500 ml. By using this liquid biofertilizer, we can reduce the dose of chemical fertilizer, particularly the nitrogenous fertilizer. On the other hand, actually, for soil health, it is also better. Then the next is construction of farm ponds. Next, please. Next. So this is the statistics. So the cost of cultivation, long back, about 5-6 years back, it was only 12,466. But the net profit, the net gain by the farmers is 29,834. Now, again, we have calculated recently. Now the net profit, it becomes 36,000 because the cost of honey, the cost of the, what to say, mustard seed, now it is increased. That is why in the present context, the net profit, it comes 36,000 per hectare. So it is very simple technology without using, what to say, any, what to say, chemical insecticides and not much chemical fertilizers. Simply you broadcast 12 kg of mustard seed, you can get this, what to say, benefit. Next, you see that because this is the complete barren land after rice cultivation, not only in Manipur, in the whole northeastern region, except in some pockets. You see here, it is my state, complete barren land. How we can convert this barren land? Now what to say, the farmers, they are telling that you provide irrigation facilities, but the government is not enough to, cannot provide irrigation facilities. They're trying. It will take its own time. It may take 5 years, 10 years, so it may be 20 years, but we cannot wait. So this zero tillage cultivation is the climate, what to say, resilient technology. Next. Next, please. So you see, the farmers, they are using liquid biofertilizer, then by using zero till seed drill, that is zero tillage cultivation. Next, please. Next, you see here, zero tillage cultivation of rapeseed. This is Toria variety TS38 from Assam Agricultural University. You see, this is without plowing the field, without using any chemical pesticides. You see the performance of the crop. Next, this is NRCSP 101 from Directorate of Rapeseed Master. So without plowing, this performance. Next. So here we used bee pollination, and in this, out of this 1,000 hectare, in this particular, it is 337.5 hectares. So here, this is next. The farmers, they used 4 bee boxes and they harvested honey. Within 1 month of blooming of the rapeseed mustard, the farmers, they can harvest 3 times. Within 1 month, they can harvest 3 times because nectar and pollen, it is available in plenty. And in one extraction, they are getting 1 liter, or you can say 1 kg. So within 1 month, from 1 box, they are getting 3 kg. Since they used 4 bee boxes in 1 hectare, 4 into 3 means 12 kg. Now the cost of this is purely organic honey, and now the cost is the farmers, they are selling more than 400 per kg, sometimes 500, sometimes 600. You multiply the lowest price 400 into this the 9, it is nearly 4,000. So additional income within 1 month, it is only more than 4,000, 5,000. That is the beauty of this, what to say, demonstration. Next. Then the strategy 4 is the promotion of location-specific integrated farming system. Next, please. I will not take much time because it is thoda sa lamba hai. And this actually, this is the, what to say, fish, vegetable, fruit farming system in Santinar Balaram cluster of Dhalai district, Tripura. This is done by the College of Fisheries. The College of Fisheries, in which Dr. Pramod Kumar Pandey was the dean. In that particular college, under NIP project, they did this, what to say, demonstration in the farmers field. And here actually, net return from 2008 to 2009, it was only 19,000. In 2013-14, it goes up to 1,38,000. Next. You see here, next slide, please. So you here, farming system here. So it includes fish, vegetable, fruit. Next. Then, so this is this next, please. Next. Then integrated farming system, fish, rice, vegetable. In another district, Dhalai district. So before the intervention, our intervention, university's intervention, it was only 16,500. And the area is all 0.24 hectares. Then in 2011-12, after intervention, it goes to 64,700. Next. So here, in all the components, fisheries components is the must, because we know the fisheries, without fisheries, the farmers, they cannot earn alone. So this fish, because land area is 0.24, it was already explained. Next, please. This is also already explained. Next. Then integrated farming system, fish, pig, vegetable, fruit, it is also in Dhalai district. And you share in the first column, before intervention, net return was only 11,000, and it goes up to 44,000. And the area is very small. And earlier, this 1,500, it goes to 24,950. Next. Next, please. So this is the photograph. Next. This is the photograph. Next. So my concern is actually, it is my appeal to all the, what to say, distinguished fisheries scientists working in the, what to say, Directorate of Cold Water Fisheries Research. So your role is very important, and this fisheries, since it's the profitable, what to say, enterprise, we have to try our level best to integrate this profitable enterprise with agriculture and horticulture, so that the farmers' income, which I have told 4,701, it can raise up to more than 9,000. Then the income generation from secondary agriculture, here beekeeping, sericulture, mushroom cultivation for marginal and the landless farmers. Next, please. This is also beekeeping, because my specialization is on beekeeping. So I realized that under our condition, by keeping only 10 colonies of honeybee, even the school goers, even the students, even the household, that is ladies, they can earn 32,000 to 38,000 rupees. Next, per year. Next. And here, this is the award given to one of our farmers under tribal subplan. His name is Vice-Chancellor. So you see, this is jungle. It is in the foothills. So it is no man's land. In the foothills, this particular farmer, he is keeping about, that is the 40 bee colonies. We provided 30 bee colonies, then he is having his own 30 bee boxes. Altogether, the 40 bee boxes he maintained, he managed, And by using this, he could cover about 40 hectares of rapeseed master in the vicinity. And the last one is his daughter. And his daughter is also doing a local method of honey extraction. So next, you see, kindly see this table. Next, please. So it is slightly because I will explain. And from this, what to say, these farmers, by including honey, selling of honey from 40 bee boxes, as well as the pollination in 40 hectares, this particular farmers, he can get the, what to say, profit of rupees 3,24,000 per year. So he was given the award, state award. So this is our farmer. Because my point is actually for beekeeping, land is not required. So landless farmers also, they can do in the foothills, and they can provide pollination to the needy farmers, oilseed farmers or fruit growing farmers. Next, please. Then the number 6 is very important, that is the post-harvest technology and the value addition. And nowadays, it is my concern, I always request to the government. That is why this mega food parks, or that is government, what to say, that processing units, it is not giving much benefit to the farmers. Only the raw materials they are bringing, and they are selling to the middleman and to the policyman, to us. Well, if we like to increase the farmers' income, now the time has come. We have to think about the establishment of family-based primary processing units. So we have provided in 3 villages in Manipur. The cost is only 7-8 lakhs. The NABARD can, what to say, fund it, and if we can install these processing units at the farmers' doors in cluster, then the farmers, they can process themselves. That is the idea. Next. So this is the pineapple harvester, because the pineapple of the northeastern region is very famous, particularly the queen variety, and it is, we are exporting to even from Tripura to Dubai, then we are sending from Manipur to metropolitan cities. The quality is very good. So this is pineapple harvester developed by our scientists. Next. So this is pouring equipment, cost about only rupees 100 only. Next. Next. This is, what to say, mobile barn fixed with a juice extraction machine. Next. So this, because when I became the Vice-Chancellor, because I approached to the government several times about this, what is unit for pineapple. So because our scientists developed one technology, that is pineapple powder. It is first in the country, pineapple powder. Juice is, what to say, the juice is extracted, and it is sprayed, and ultimately it is dried, and during this process the aroma is lost. But our scientists, they remove the aroma first, and ultimately they put the aroma in this pineapple powder without using any, what to say, preservative. And this pineapple powder, the cost per kg, it is about 1,000 rupees, 1,000, and you can keep more than 6 months. So this is very important, and for this actually we spend about some 1.52 crores from the university revenue account by taking approval from the board of management. And here actually this is the pineapple that is extraction unit for powder, as well as including mobile barn, and this only, it is only 40 lakhs. This next one. Next. So these are the value added products: juice, syrup, squash, fruit bar, osmosis hydrated, even wine also, fiber, animal feed. Next. Next, please. So these are the products. So the last one is powder. There is high demand. Then pineapple RTS, organically produced pineapple juice blended with organically produced ginger. Then another product is pineapple juice blended with cinnamon. So there is high demand, and we have given this technology to the NGOs, to the under PPP mode we are doing. Next. So this is the technology at glance. I will not explain, because if you require, you kindly distribute this my presentation. Next. So this is because next. So because 40 lakhs equipment, pineapple processing unit for powder, about 60 lakhs, there is the gross income, and net return is 56 lakhs. By spending the group of farmers, or by taking loan about spending 40 lakhs, they can earn 57 lakhs. And it is only for 6 months. And when pineapple season is not there, then another 6 months, they can do the same processed for oranges and other fruit crops available during that time. So this technology, it has become very popular. Next please. Then the next is organic farming. So Sikkim is the first organic state in the country. Now everybody is telling about organic. Even not only in agriculture, even the livestock also. Now they are discussing about organic piggery, then organic light, even fisheries also organic. And this particular farmers, he produced fish also organically. So I will not explain much. Next please. So this here he used one particular maize, tikka maize. There is the king chili, or you can say naga chili, which is high demand not only in our state, in even outside the state also. Here, next please. So I will show you the photo. This particular farmers. So this is our intervention, and because bamboo is available in plenty in the northeastern region, by using bamboo, then poly house he constructed. It is 1,000 square meter poly house, slightly bigger, and polyline channel growing azolla. He is also growing azolla, and he is using the cattle unit with vermicomposting and cow urine harvested structure. So without, and the liquid organic manure he is using. So without using any chemical pesticides and chemical fertilizer, this particular farmer, he is doing organic cultivation of king chilies. When the problem creates, then we scientists of the university, we provided him the biopesticides and the plant origin pesticides to control his pest and disease problem. Next, you see here, from this impact is actually from this, because he is getting about 2,000 kg from 1,000 square meter, which is 5 times higher than the outdoor cultivation. From outdoor cultivation, only the farmers, they are getting, that is 400 kg only, because this is due to the fact that king chili or naga chili is more suited under shady as well as organic condition. And during that time, the cost of the king chili, naga chili is rupees 150. So during that time, his net return was rupees 2,41,500. Since now the cost is increasing, now his income is more. So that is why not only the king chili, so there are many fruit crops, even in the Uttarakhand also, even in northeastern region. So we can identify, even we do not like to do organic farming for all crops. It is not possible. And if we like to do organic farming in our northeastern region, we identified black scented rice, which is having high value. Then Johar rice of Assam. Then about the pineapple. Then about this passion fruit. About the oranges. These bird eye chili, king chili. So these things actually, these high value crops, high value fruits, for that we can do organic farming. So next, I have taken more time. Then the next, because only 10 strategies. Then strategy, promotion of high value crops, not only high value crop, the time has come. We have to think for the high value fishes, even high value animals also. Promotion of protected cultivation and high-tech horticulture for year-round income and employment. Next, please, next. So here actually, Dr. Pandey ji का subject है ये तो, the state fish of Tripura, Pabda, Ompok bibuculatus. The price cost, it starts from rupees 800, it goes, and the second one is our state fish, Pengba, Osteoperma belangeri. The cost price starts from rupees 600. Rupees 600 per kg fixed by the government of Manipur, Department of Fishery. But the farmers are selling at the rate of 900, 1000. So why we are giving emphasis to the farmers? In our university farm, about 3 ponds, we are keeping this, what to say, Pabda as well as Pemba. Even in fisheries college also, and our fisheries college under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Pandey as dean of that college, actually about the, what are the pits identified, pits are identified for these, what to say, fishes, high value fishes, as well as actually they are very successful for, what to say, multiplication of this, what to say, that is what to say, hatchery development of, and they can provide to the fish. So my point is actually now the time has come to give emphasis on these high value fishes, and not only high value fishes, even the high value animals. I will cite one example in the context of the northeastern region. There is one, what to say, animal which is known as mithun, and ICR is also having a research center for mithun. Now the Nagaland government, the cabinet decision has already taken this cattle, mithun, that is semi-wild cattle, it is identified for human consumption. And the cost price is very high. And without any cost in the, what to say, jungles, on free range, in, what to say, enclosures, the farmers, they are doing this, what to say, mithun rearing. So my point is actually now the time has come for enhancing the farmers' income. We have to give emphasis on these high value fishes, high value animals, high value crops, and if possible, if we can integrate with the, what to say, agriculture or horticulture, there is good scope. Then the last, what to say, slide, next, last slide. So online management and evaluation, development of mobile app softwares, development of e-marketing, kiosk, organization of monthly review meeting at district to solve the problems related with farmers, promotion of use of radio, TV talks, use of WhatsApp, etc. for effective implementation program. Next. So this is the last slide. This is success story. So in 2012, when I was Director of Extension Education, under Media Lab Asia, Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology, we got, that is one project, that is Mobile Agro Advisory System. And this Mobile Agro Advisory System won 13,000 farmers in Khasi and the Jayantia Hills, and another 4,000 farmers in Garo Hills. Altogether 17,000 farmers, it was registered, it was connected, and our scientists, we have given all the advisories to this Mobile Agro Advisory System, and about 700 registered farmers, they are benefited. And now, after running for about 5 years, now this project, after seeing this success story, this Mobile Agro Advisory System project, then the government of, what to say, Meghalaya, they requested the, what to say, Media Lab Asia as well as the Central Agriculture University. They like to adopt this, what to say, project. Ultimately, we have given this project to the state government of Meghalaya. So once it is adopted by the state government, then they are having sufficient funds. They procure many bonds. Now the farmers of the Meghalaya, they are very much benefited through this Mobile Agro Advisory Network, as well as because the farmers, they can sell their produce on the spot at farmers' store. And these mobile farms, they are connected, and the government of Meghalaya, they are connecting this high quality ginger, turmeric, pineapple, or other items, and with other, what to say, states outside the state of Meghalaya. And now recently, they also try to connect with the neighboring countries. So this is the beauty of this, what you say, mobile agro advisory. And after seeing this success story, then myself and all the respected teams, including Dr. P.K. Pramod Kumar Pandey, then we brought this project not only in Meghalaya state, in 6 states of the northeastern region, including except Nagaland, even Manipur. Now this project is running and they are doing excellent work. They are connecting the farmers, unreached farmers in those unreached areas only through this mobile agro advisory system. And my concern is for doubling farmers' income. This, what to say, mobile agro advisory network is very important. And with this, what to say, words, I have given only selected 10 technological options for which we, university scientists and extension functionaries, we have already demonstrated in the farmers field. And because I like to show before this August house, so that actually you can give comment also, and if you can give suggestion to us also, so that we can improve and we can think more for the betterment of the resourceful farmers to bring their income double. Thank you very much. Next slide, please. So this is thank you from the 7 states of the northeastern region. These are our students from 7 states. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now session is open for if anybody is having any query or if anybody would like to make any comment. May I request Director Atari Kanpur, he wants to say a few things. Please, sir. Kindly unmute yourself. I think we
दर्शक थोड़ा अनम्यूट कीजिए आपका.
Okay, organizer साहब, Dr. Pramod Kumar Pandey ji, Director of ICR DCFR Imphal, and Professor M. Premjit Singh, former Vice-Chancellor of Central Agriculture University Imphal. Really, first of all, I congratulate you that you have taken entire, system of doubling the farmer income from starting from agriculture and crop diversification, post-harvest, second agriculture, and especially the fisheries sector also you have touched, which has been established, as you told that Dr. Pandey. So as per of all India, the monthly income is 6,426, you told. Except the, your Manipur, entire northeast states are having higher, income as per the all India basis, as you told. And the system in which the rice fallow system has been enriched by you, 1,000 or the 1,000 hectare area covered, really it is highly appreciable, and the system yield and the production and profitability enhanced up to the level of rupees 36,000 at present, and initially when you have analyzed the studies, then 29,834 rupees you have narrated. So this is really very, very, because I have been in the northeast, worked at the ICR Research Complex Shillong. So my interest is also there for the especially the hill area. And I have worked in ICR Atari Kanpur, and I have seen entire Uttarakhand also, under the University of Pantnagar Agriculture University. So all the KVKs I have seen. So you have not left anything as starting from crops, livestock, fisheries, and the secondary agriculture. And one important thing that you have mentioned, the pineapple, processing plant that is giving very good income. And the first in the country you have developed the powder of that really this pineapple. So it is a very good strength for that particular, pineapple is a very big area in the northeastern, and more so the maize, sugarcane, ginger, banana, and bamboo. These are also the crops, and starting from the floriculture, and then spices, Gangtok, the large cardamom and others. So lot of ample opportunity, the enhancing the income of the farmer, not only in one sector, but sector starting from all the sectors starting from the farming system, integrated farming system modules, and the seed production, and then honey production, as you have narrated. That is very good, for the pollination making, as well as the additional income from the rice wheat system, and where you have introduced the mustard. So thank you very much. You have excellently given the justice for the topic, doubling the farmer income in the northern and the eastern part of the India. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Daksha. Thank you, Daksha. Thank you.
Thank you, Singh Saab. You have made my job much easier by summarizing what has been said. And in fact, I have listened, sir, many times. So, but I am quite sure that it has been really useful. If anybody else would like to say something, please feel free. Because we can see that even Atari, Jabalpur also. So this media is really useful.
Thank you, sir. Respected director and guest speaker, Professor Singh Saab. Already we know that he is very eminent personality, and it was very nice to hear again, sir, from you, particularly the focus of the present government of India, the doubling farmers' income. So really, and specifically, you have pointed out the strategy as well as the case study, success stories. So really, it's encouraging for us. Though it was hills, but so many cases we can implement it among the farmers of the central India, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, because several similar situations are still having. We are also like the hills, though it's not hills, but the plateau. But the situation is more or less same ecologically. So, sir, it was very nice to hear again from you, and it's encouraging for us that in the series of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, you have delivered your lecture, you have spared your time. Thank you from the ICR Atari Jabalpur. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, anybody else? Please feel free. This is the time you can express yourself if you have anything. Even if you have any query, any suggestions, any viewpoint, because nobody can see, so you are only heard. So this is the time you can speak. I think nobody want to say something. So as I told, I have heard, sir, many times. So it is really always a delight, and we become enlightened. And I'm quite sure that those who have been involved today, those who have participated, they must be a little enlightened person after this lecture. And especially, I believe formally, because I can see that most of the participants are from fisheries background. So obviously we have our own way of thinking. We have our own limitations, our narrow, we visit through narrow lane. But there is an urgent need and immediate requirement that we need to have different paradigm. We need to have the opinion and expertise from the different field, so that we can think in terms of how we can intensify all these activities. And as it was pointed by our respected sir, that the matter of fact is that the suicides are not committed in northeastern India. So that is a case study for all of us, those who are residing in bigger states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and so on. It means the lesson is, if you go for the integrated farming, so even if one crop fails, even if one animal fails, if fisheries fails, so they have the other alternate. And then, of course, resource utilization, recycling of the resources, those are the very, very important areas which sir have tried to mention. And sir, I'm really sure that most of us, including me, we are enlightened after this lecture. And even if we try to implement 10% of what you have said, so that also will make some change in the overall situation and socioeconomic status of the farmers. So we'd definitely like to implement it as much as we can do, especially in Uttarakhand and then all the Himalayan belt, starting from Jammu Kashmir up to Arunachal Pradesh, as that is our jurisdiction. It has given us opinion to integrate the people from the whole part of the country. So we must be thankful to the technology also. This has made quite simple and easy that we could hear you when you are sitting in Imphal. Then our directors from Jabalpur, Kanpur and other parts of the country have also joined. Many other scientists have joined. So we are really thankful. I will invite to for formal vote of thanks before saying thanks. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to express on behalf of DCFR thanks to Professor M. Premjit Singh, sir, for this very, very informative and very, very practical oriented lecture on doubling farmers' income. And he has really shown lots of ways and means to enhance the production of the farmers. Although Hill generally considered as a very resource poor region, but he has shown many ways by which the farmer can enhance their incomes, like beekeeping and post-harvest technology and diversification of agriculture activities, and with integration with different type of things. So, and all these are, although the presentation was on agriculture, and but the similar things can be implemented in fisheries also. So rightly director has told that it gives a new paradigm to think about the new ways and means how we can implement in the fisheries, and we can enhance the farmers' income, and ultimately we can think of the doubling of the farmer income in coming years as per the our vision of our Honorable Prime Minister of India. So I would like to thank our guest for this beautiful lecture and very informative lecture. I also would like to thank other directors who joined this webinar and all the participants. And finally, I would like to thank our own director who was given this effort, who has given all the effort to arrange this lecture, and his encouragement, and we all thank one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much to everybody.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot, sir.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, sir. Namaskar. Namaskar.
Thank you, Atar साहब.
सर नमस्कार नमस्कार.
Thank you.
आइए सर, अभी
हाँ.
कानपुर की तरफ आइए सर.
हाँ, ठीक है. अभी आएंगे, जरूर आएंगे.
बुलाते हैं कभी.